Hi students, in today's section we discussing about Zener diode. Okay, before going to the Zener diode, I would like to recall some points in PN junction diode. The circuit symbol for PN junction diode is this one. In forward bias, P side is always maintained at higher potential, N side is always maintained at lower potential. Okay, then diode offers less resistance and current passes through the diode. Okay, diode allows the current through it. Now, in reverse bias, P side maintained at lower potential, N side is maintained at higher potential, and it offers more resistance to the current. That's why in reverse bias, the current is very small. And we observe VI characteristics of PN junction diode on that. This is related to the forward bias and this is related to the reverse bias. In forward bias, on increasing the voltage, current is initially 0, but at a particular voltage called threshold voltage, current increases exponentially with voltage. Understand? And the threshold voltage value for germanium is 0.2 volt. In some books they said 0.3 volt and silicon is 0.7 volt. Okay. Now, in case of reverse bias, if the voltage is increases, we said the reverse current is independent on the applied voltage. That's why current starts from beginning onwards. It's very less amount. Generally, reverse current in terms of microamperes. Micro means 10 power minus 6 ampere. So that amount is very small. And after that, this region is called reverse saturation current region. Reverse saturation current region. But whenever the voltage is increases, after reaching a voltage called breakdown voltage, diode is damaged. Diode is damaged. So you can operate the PN junction diode before breakdown voltage only. If you cross the breakdown voltage, junction diode is damaged. Okay, so in order to utilize Zener diode, in order to utilize the diode even in the reverse bias condition, a new type of diode is called Zener diode is introduced. Understand? So now we would like to know about what is Zener diode and how it is working. Clear? So, what is a Zener diode? Zener diode is nothing but a properly doped PN junction diode. So, Zener diode is also one type of PN junction diode only, but it is properly doped. Okay, and which has a sharp breakdown voltage. See, without getting damaged. So, after reaching the breakdown voltage, diode is not damaged. Understand? When operated in reverse bias condition. Because we got the problem in reverse bias of the PN junction diode. That's why Zener diode is mainly used in the reverse bias. Are you understand? So what is Zener diode? A properly doped PN junction diode which has sharp breakdown voltage when operated in reverse bias condition is called as Zener diode. Okay, the circuit symbol for Zener diode is similar to the PN junction diode. This is the PN junction diode circuit symbol now. In this, instead of bar, turned into the Z. Okay, Z. Why Z? Because the first letter in the Zener diode is Z now. Just replace this one. Is it clear? Now, in order to understand Zener diode properly, let us see the VI characteristics of Zener diode. See, this is the VI characteristics of the Zener diode. In forward bias, just observe, current is 0 up to a certain extent. After that, if you increase the voltage, current increases exponentially. This voltage is called again threshold voltage, and its value for germanium is nearly 0.2 volt and for silicon is 0.7 volt. Okay, so in forward bias of PN junction diode and in forward bias of Zener diode, the characteristics are same. Okay, mainly change occurs in the reverse bias. In reverse bias, what happens? Listen carefully. If the applied voltage is smaller, then there is no current is flows through the Zener diode. Almost zero current is passes through the Zener diode. Okay, if any leakage is there, then little bit current is passes through it. Otherwise, maximum zero current is passes through it. But after reaching a certain voltage called Zener voltage, after reaching certain voltage called Zener voltage, the reverse current increases sharply. See the graph here. After breakdown voltage is damaged now, but after Zener voltage, it reverse current increases sharply. Or understand? So here VZ is named as Zener breakdown voltage. Zener breakdown voltage. Understand? The value of VZ is always depending on the doping concentration. Okay, if you doped more, then within the diode, the width of the depletion layer is decreases because you doped more number of charge carriers is there. That's why the width of the depletion layer becomes narrow, and which sets up the electric field intensity inside. If applied voltage increases, the intensity of electric field is also rises. Okay, okay. See here, the value of VZ always depending on the doping concentration. If doping is more, then more number of charge carriers is there. The width of the depletion layer now becomes narrow, and we know within the depletion layer we have some acceptor immobile impurities and donor immobile impurities. Now they create some potential, we know, that is called as barrier potential. Whenever the applied voltage is increases in reverse bias, then the value of the intensity of electric field is also increases. And if this value reaches nearly 3 into 10 power 7 volt per meter, then within this depletion region, all the covalent bonds are breaks. Whenever covalent bonds are breaks, then electron hole pairs are generated. When a large number of electron hole pairs are generated, then there is a sharp increase in the reverse current is there. Understand? So at a particularly Zener breakdown voltage, why the reverse current increases? Because the covalent bonds within the depletion layer are breaks, more number of electron hole pairs are formed, resulting reverse current increases. Understand? This is about Zener diode. The main purpose of Zener diode is it is acts as voltage regulator or voltage stabilizer. Okay, we are using stabilizers in our home. Particularly, we are connecting the stabilizers at appliances called AC and refrigerator. Na? So the main function of stabilizer is stabilizer. It always sends a constant voltage through the appliances. Okay, so Zener diode is acts as a voltage regulator. How it is acts? Now we can see. Okay, before that, just write down all this information. So this is the circuit arrangement for the Zener diode working as a voltage regulator. In this, This is Zener diode na. Zener diode connected in reverse bias. Reverse bias means N side is connected to the positive terminal of battery and P side is connected to the negative terminal of battery. Okay. Now this is one unregulated power supply. Okay, this is an unregulated voltage or power supply. This is nothing but output from the rectifier. Okay, so this is unregulated power supply, and here a resistance is taken. This resistance is called as RS. S means series resistance. Understand? And output is always taken across the load resistor. So across the RL we can get output. That output is here regulated voltage. Understand now? Giving unregulated voltage, but output is always coming regulated voltage. How it comes? Let us observe. First of all, whenever V input values increases, then here see from A, B, C, D, we have one resistor now. Across the resistor, there is always some potential drop is there. So the potential drop across the resistor is, it is a closed circuit, hence current is passes through it now. So the what is the potential drop across RS? RS is IRS. The potential drop across the RS value is IRS. Okay, now let us see. At this point, current I comes. It is a junction now. At junction, current is divided into two parts. One is IZ, another one is IL. Okay, so from the junction law, we can write I is equal to IZ plus IL. Understand now? So what is IZ? Current through the Zener diode, and IL current through the load resistor. Is it clear? Now let us see this Zener diode and load resistor are in parallel now. In parallel, we know potential across those two always remains constant. So let the potential difference across the Zener diode is Vz, and the potential difference across the RL is V out now. So Vz is equal to V output. Okay, V output how much? Current is IL and resistance is RL. That is equal to ILR. Let equation number 2. Or understand? Now listen carefully. See here, there is one mesh is there, A, B, C, D. Applying Kirchhoff voltage law to the mesh A, B, C, D. So across this, apply the Kirchhoff voltage law. From voltage law, V input is equal to Vz plus IRS. This is IRS and this is Vz. Okay, now therefore Vz value now becomes V in minus IRS. Okay, let equation number 3. Listen carefully. If V input is less than Vz, V in means applied voltage now. If the applied voltage is less than the breakdown voltage, almost no current passes through Zener diode or RL. Understand? If V input is less than Vz, almost no current passes through RL. Whenever the current is not passes through RL, output is not coming. Understand? That is, output current becomes 0. Clear? If Vn is equal to Vz, input voltage is equal to the Zener voltage, then what happens? Now the diode is in the breakdown region now. At breakdown region, diode always supplies a constant voltage. Okay, and the formula for V out is, okay, V out is V in minus IRs. Okay, because Vz is nothing but V out na. So V out value is how much? V in minus IRs. Always a constant voltage is passes through the load resistor. That is nothing but V out. When? If V input is equal to the Vz. If suppose the V input is greater than the Vz, output voltage is greater than the Zener voltage, even though the across load resistor voltage always remains constant. Okay, sir, how it is possible across load resistor remains constant? So whenever the V input values increases, across the RS potential drop is increases. Whenever across the RS potential drop is increases, output always maintain constant value. So in Zener diode explanation, the most important thing was you can choose a proper value of RS. Okay, how can you choose this RS value? This RS value always taken some potential drop to maintain a constant voltage across the load resistor. Understand? So reverse saturation current is passes through the load resistor. Like that you can choose a proper value of RS. Understand? So RS always chosen in order to maintain a constant voltage across the load resistor. Is it clear? This is about Zener diode. Understand? Once again, this is one unregulated power supply are called as unregulated voltage, and across a series resistance some potential drop is there, that value is IRS, and potential drop across the Zener diode is called as VZ. Okay, Zener diode and load resistor both are in parallel combination. That's why the potential drop across the Zener diode is always equal to the potential drop across the load resistor. Understand? So VZ is equal to V out is equal to ILR. Clear or not? Now from the mesh ABCD, I apply the Kirchhoff voltage law and I got a formula for VZ. Okay, so V input is less than Vz, no current is passes through the load resistor. If V in is Vz, at this case diode is in the breakdown region, voltage output voltage always remains constant. Even V input is greater than Vz, the output is always remains constant. Okay, so here the most important thing is the function of Rs. If Vn is increases, Rs drops more current across it, and it always control the fluctuations in the output. This Rs controls fluctuations in the output and to maintain a constant voltage across the Rs. So in this case also output formula is does not vary. So V output is V in minus IRS only. Every case output formula is same. Is it clear? I would like to give an example to understand the function of the Zener diode. See, If the applied voltage is 5 volt, Zener voltage is 10 volt. Clearly, input voltage lesser than the Zener voltage. So from this, current is 0. Why? Because Zener voltage is more compared with the input voltage. No current passes through the Zener diode. So current is 0. Okay. If suppose V input is also equal to the 10 volt. V input value is 10 volt. Then what happens? Vz now equal to Vn. Na? Due to that, current is flows through the circuit. Then if Vz value is equal to the V input, current is passes through the circuit because it reaches the Zener breakdown voltage. So saturation current is there. Okay. Now the value will be increases up to 10 volt to 15 volt, 20 volt, 30 volt, even 50 volt. If you increase the input voltage, okay, then what happens here? Let us take one resistor here and across the Zener diode take a load. Okay, now across the load resistor the output is now equal to nearly 10 volt. Even you apply 20 volt, output is 10 volt. Even you apply 30 volt, output is 10 volt. Even apply 50 volt, output is 10 volt across the R. Okay, what change occurs here? Across the series resistant, voltage drop is increases. So how much voltage you apply here? 15 volt now. Out of 15 voltage, generated voltage is 10 volt. So the drop across the RS is the potential drop across RS. If you apply 15 volt, Vz is 10 volt, so potential drop across the RS is 5 volt. If you apply 20 volt, Vz is always 10 volt, so the potential drop across this 20 minus 10, 10 volt. If you apply 30 volts, generated voltage is 10 volt, so the potential drop across RS is 30 minus 10, 20 volts. If you apply 50 volts, output is always 10 volts, so RS is nearly potential drop across RS is 40 volt. Or understand? So if you increase the input voltage that is greater than the Vz, what happens? The potential drop across RS is increases, but the output across the RL always remains constant. That is the main function of the generator. So here output remains constant means voltage stabilizer and voltage remains constant. Only reverse saturation current will be increases at that particular voltage. Is it clear now? Okay. So if V input is lesser than Vz, no current passes through it. V input is equal to Vz, current is passes through the diode. Even V input is increases, output voltage remains constant nearly 10 volt, but the potential drop across the RS will be increases. Clear? This is Zener diode. Thank you.